are usually assigned to me. So, sa akin rin, ang ganda lang talaga na magkwento ng friendship story. Parang hindi kasi siya madalas tinatakel. And parang siguro there's a part of me that wants to prove, hindi. Pwede kang magkwento ng ganitong pelikula. And kanina yung sinasabi na parang tinadhana. Ang swerte pa na nung araw na nag-text ako both kay Bea and kay Angelica, if sabi ko, do you want to do this movie? Kasi parang tagal ko na iniisip na sa kanila talaga to babagay. Nagulat ako, sumagot talaga sila. Halos one after the other. Sabi niya, ang weird na nag-text ka kasi nagte-textan kaming dalawa that we should have dinner. Na we should talk and ganyan. So sabi nila parang, sige, let's see. And then after a while, they said, yeah, we're okay to do it. So parang sabi ko, talagang ang tiniming na sa kanila, na talagang tiniming rin na ang focus ay friendship. Kasi I think nandun sila sa parte ng buhay nila that it's the friendships that got them through the difficult times. I think we saw that especially with Bea recently, but I think also for Angelica, that she values a lot of the friendships that she has formed through the years because it's those friendships that really help see her through. And pag may pinagdadaanan si Angelica, I think she really relies on her friends to lift her up. And actually, nang nakita namin ni Direk sa kanilang dalawa, pag may pinagdadaanan, nyari magkasakit, si Bea minsan ang unang concerned. Ako, Direk, kailangan natin tawagan si Angge kasi mukhang may sakit siya talaga and she needs to be comforted. Or minsan naman, pag si Bea may pinagdadaanan, si Angge ang nakakaalam. Kasi Direk, si Bea ito yung pinagdadaanan. So, totoo siya nasa totoong buhay siya. Bakit hindi natin siya pwedeng ikwento sa pelikula? Ibig sabihin, maraming pinagdadaanan to. So, ang ganda na i-share mo siya sa ibang tao, share mo siya sa bigger audience. Na hindi lang, kasi maganda naman na may love stories tayo. Sobrang ganda ng feeling na kinikilig ka. Pero sobrang ganda ng feeling na pagkapanood mo ng isang pelikula, ay, oo nga, no, nakaka-empower at nakaka-enrich at nakaka-strengthen pala yung friendships between women or basta friendships in general over more than just yung mga romantic stories. Yun siya. That's the only way I see it.
Follow-up lang din. Bakit ladies?
Anong ladies?
But yung friendship ng dalawang babae.
Well, to be honest, mahirap lang magkwento ng friendships between men kasi hindi ko siya experience. Pero kasi, I've read a lot, while preparing for this movie, I've read a lot of books on the friendships between women and how friendships between women are different from the friendships between men. I think ang friendships between men, they're more physical and they bond over different things. Ang babae, ang bonding, laging chika. So, ang dami dito sa pelikula makita, nagchichikahan yung dalawa. And sinasabi nila, a lot of female friendships, hindi mo alam kung bakit nag-end na lang, bigla na lang kayong hindi nag-usap. So, ang daming ganun. And they say that actually, a lot of women who have friendships that ended are actually ashamed to admit that the friendship ended. Why? Because you expect romantic relationships to fail, but you do not expect friendships to fail. So, a lot of women do not admit that I have a failed friendship. Kasi daw, meron din daw ibang women, pag inamin ko na nag-fail yung friendship ko, would you wanna be a friend to me because I was a bad friend? All the more ang kailangan niya is a new friend. So, ang interesting lang ng mga binabasa ko, sabi ko, oo nga, no, posible nga yun. And I think also as a girl, parang, minsan din I have a hard time, parang, will I tell my new friends that, parang I wasn't very good, or parang that friendship did not prosper as much, or parang I want to rekindle this friendship because something went wrong, but I don't even know what went wrong in the friendship. Ang romantic relationship kasi parang daling intindihin kung bakit nagtatapos eh. Pero ang female friendships, lalo na female friendships, hindi madaling intindihin bakit nag-iba, bakit nagtapos. So parang ang ganda siyang, ang complex niyang klaseng relationship na magandang ikwento sa pelikula, di ba?
But I just want to add that although our characters are females, men can also relate to the friendship story that we're telling. Kasi meron nga akong mga kinikwento kay Vanna, oh my gosh, this is very much like my guy best friend. Na parang meron kami naging falling out na ganyan. Na parang meron ding, hindi porket it's about women, the men can't relate anymore and they won't be able to understand the story or hindi nila ma-appreciate. I feel that they will appreciate it kasi nga, like yun, personally, I went through something like, merong element doon na, na a guy best friend and I had gone through. So it's not just for women. Men would also appreciate the story. Men would also be able to relate to the story.
Tapos kay Direk, paano yung ginawa mo para hindi siya maging parang lesbian relationship na dating nung story? Kasi di ba pag women, usually yung dating
Oo
na
nga, bakit
nagiging
ganun yung agad
Oh,
iniisip?
Yeah, usually
Bakit
ganun
niyo po
kasi.
naisip na ganun?
So paano yung ginawa mo, Direk?
Syempre we were careful about certain lines, dialogue. It's easy naman to differentiate yung kung if it's bordering on romantic or not. I've done romantic films, so alam ko pag yung nuance na yun ay, or parang if dadagdag man ng nuance na ganito ay bordering ano na yan, parang lesbian relationship na yung dating. Parang masyadong umu-over pag ganun. So, it's really the timpla. And because we're all naman, yung sa, we're all aware that this is a friendship story. Parang aware naman kami kung ano yung mga nuances needed for it. But, syempre, it's very misleading na ganun yung kwento. Especially now that films tackle more daring stories. So, it was easy to assume that we were going that way. Yon.
Thank you, Direk. Thank you.
Next question will come from... sige, ko muna. Good afternoon po. I applaud yung boldness ng pag-feature ng female characters na hindi magre-resort into a story about rivalry, which is very refreshing sa mainstream landscape of cinema. So, my question is, more about sa writing process. May na-discover po ba kayo na nuances or differences na nag-a-apply lang writing about friendships versus writing about romantic relationships? May special, may unique brand ba ng intimacy na kaya mong isulat sa friendship but not necessarily sa romantic relationship? Thank you.
Ano ba yan? In the same way na I think, siguro mas madaling hindi naman mas madali. May certain convention siguro na mas masusundan mo pag nagsusulat ka ng romance, di ba? Sa friendship, agree ako dun sa sinasabi ni Direk na you have to sort of also treat it like a love story. Kasi when you meet someone and you become friends, there's an attraction to that person. It's not romantic, it's not sexual, but there's an attraction to that person that you want to be with that person, you want to be a friend, and you want to be friends with that person, no? So parang, ang question is, paano mo isusustain yun? Kasi ganun rin naman sa love story, di ba? Pag na-attract yung dalawang characters, paano kaya nila isusustain yung attraction na yun? Paano nila i-develop yun? Paano nila i-grow yung love story na yun? Yung relationship na yun? Ganun din, I think, sa pagsusulat. Iba lang siguro yung pinag-uusapan nyo. Iba lang kayo with the way you behave with one another. Parang ganun. Tapos parang, para rin kasi siyang, in a way kasi yung difference between a friendship and a romantic relationship. Siguro pag nung sinusulat ko siya, parang mas nagsusulat ako ng kwento between sisters. So, yung sinasabi mo kanina kasi na rivalry, hindi mo maa-avoid eh. May rivalry rin dito, but it's a different kind. Hindi siya rivalry na paganda tayo ng damit, or hindi ganun or may kasi ang hirap yung taong pinakamahal mo, bakit siya yung nararamdaman mong parang hindi sinasadyang siya yung kakompetensya ko, kahit naman hindi naman ganun. So, na-experience mo rin naman pag magkapatid kayo, di ba? So ganun siya, mas treat ko siya more as a parang relationship between sisters. And actually, that's how the two characters treat each other. Para silang magkapatid, no? So, pamilya na yan. Kasi nga, di ba, friends are the family of your choosing. So, they treat each other as family. So, and dito, literal, naging pamilya sila kasi naging sisters-in-law sila. So, ano yung conflicts na pinagdadaanan nyo within the family? Na ang hirap kasi kaibigan ko siya at ine-expect ko, kakampi ko siya. Ine-expect ko, naiintindihan niya ako. Paano kung maabot kami sa punto na hindi na kami nagkakaintindihan? Paano kung maabot na kami sa punto na, yung sinabi ni Bea, nag-iba ka. Hindi na ikaw yung kaibigan na that I first loved. Hindi na ikaw yung kaibigan that I first develop that bond with. So, ganun yung nuances na sinusulat mo into the film. Hindi siya yung katulad na sa love story na siguro iba, di ba? Yung iba yung pinagdadaanan sa love story eh. Iba yung mga conflicts na pagdadaanan niyo. Pero they're similar, but they're completely different in the way you depict them on screen. Yun.
Follow-up question. This is more personal. Do you personally think that a friendship can end?
Yun nga eh. If the friendship is bendable, then it's truly unbreakable. That's what I was saying kanina. When I say bendable, it's capable of being transformed. Kasi pag hindi nagbabago, kailangan mo tanggapin, kahit naman sa mag-asawa, kahit sa mag-jowa, nagbabago ang tao, di ba? Ang tanong, kaya mo bang sabayan yung pagbabago na yun? Gusto mo pa rin ba to be in that relationship kahit nagbago siya? If you're married and you made a commitment, ang commitment mo is, every day I will love you, even if every day I'm not sure about the kind of person you will be, but I am committing to you, di ba? From this day forward, I will love you, di ba? I will change with you. Sa friendship kasi walang nire-require na ganong commitment. So, di ba, actually mas mahirap siyang i-maintain kasi wala kayong promise na, na sealed by the law and you know, a promise made in front of God and society that, hello, di ba? We're gonna be like this forever and ever. So I think it's harder. And I think that, di ba, there's a certain emotional nakedness that comes with friendship, di ba? Na parang you should be willing to give of yourself in that way. Pero what if umabot na sa punto na parang hindi ko na siya gusto? Eh, di ba nga sinasabi nila, friends and romantic partners, you have to like because you chose them. Family, you don't have to like because you never chose them. So, minsan pag umaabot sa, hindi ko na siya like, gusto ko ba siyang maging kaibigan? So, ang true test ng friendship is, minsan kahit ayaw mo na siya, pero mahal mo pa rin siya, kaya mo pa rin siyang patawarin, kaya mo pa rin siyang tulungan, kaya mo pa rin siyang mahalin, then the friendship doesn't have to end. It will probably have moments, seasons when you're not okay. But when it comes probably to the important things and you're there for each other, then it doesn't really end. But kung ikaw na sinabi mong ayoko na, toxic ka, this is not the season for you and me, we can end it right here. So siguro may mga ganong friendships, pero yung mga nagtatagal, yung pinipili niyo pa rin ang isa't isa, pinabalikan niyo, oo nga, no, ganito siyang tao. Siguro may pinagdadaanan lang. Siguro hintayin ko na lang siya pagdating niya dun sa dulo ng pinagdadaanan niya. Or kaya niya ba akong hintayin pag ako natapos dun sa pinagdadaanan ko. Cool off ba? Hindi ko alam kung yun ang matatawag mo doon. Pero yun, it doesn't have to end. It's the choice of the two people who are maintaining that friendship.
Thank you. Direk, your thoughts?
And friendships end? Yeah, friendships can end. Kasi, ano naman yun eh, sometimes people are not meant to stay in each other's lives. And, but, of course, it may end now. Life goes on naman, di ba? We'll never know if years later, rekindle yung friendship for some reason. Maybe you're better persons. Maybe you have healed from the pains that that friendship before had caused you, and maybe it may continue or may be rekindled. Pero for at the moment, yes, it may end. And syempre hindi naman natin nothing is ever final in life naman. So we can't tell, but yes, friendships can end.
Last set of questions will come from Mami Jo.
Ay, sorry po. Hello po. Congratulations, Direk, Miss Vanessa. Siguro going back to that story about friendship ending, reminds me of one movie I watched years ago. Meg Ryan. There were like 4 women. I would think it was Hanging Up. It's a story about friendship as well. And it did not talk about or feature any kind of romantic relationship. The drama, it's all about hanging up. Sometimes you don't end friendship, you just keep distant and you don't talk for a while, but it doesn't mean the relationships end. Ang layo ng tanong ko. Ang tanong ko po, bakit po nung high school, o kung mga bata, mahilig magsabi ng mga promises to each other na they will, we will start this friendship, we will never we will never break, we will never get angry, we will, yung promise, yung idealism nung friendship. Did you also both make promises to your friends when you were young? As early as how? How old? Kasi mahilig tayo ng mga bata, ganun. Mga estudyante ko po mahilig sa ganyan. Kaya hindi na sila maghihiwalay habang buhay. Eh, syempre matanda na kausap nila. What do you want to tell them about friendship?
I don't recall promising, pero parang it was like an unspoken promise. Parang when you say we're best friends forever, I guess that's a sort of a promise. Na you're saying that this will go on forever. Life will happen and people will change and you will have your own lives. And like any relationship, even kahit sa sa platonic na relationship, it takes effort to maintain friendships. Hindi yan parang romantic relationship, parang sa marriage, di ba? You work on it too. You make an effort. Kasi noon, kulong kayo sa school, your classmates, you see each other every day. Ano talaga kayo, magkikita at magkikita kayo. But when you start moving to different schools for college, when you start working, when you have your own concerns, when you have your own boyfriends, fiancés, husbands, you will change, life will change, people will change. Now, in order to maintain that best friends forever, you go with the changes. You also make an effort to maintain the friendship. Ako, I've experienced that na parang when we were in college, when we were in high school, syempre sobrang close kayo eh. Lagi kayo nagkikita, ganyan. One example is my best friend, si Mikey Cojuangco. So we were friends in high school, since grade 1. We were best friends. And we were always together in school. Nung nag-college, she went to Ateneo, I went to UP. Syempre, hindi na kayo masyado nakikita. And then she started having her own friends, I started having my own friends. And nakakasad na parang it's not the same. But of course, you keep, parang, syempre, may mga tampo-tampuan. And then she became an artista. So, alam mo yun, parang lalong lumayo pa. So parang ako, I'm a film student, parang nagtalent pa ako sa isang movie niya. Ayun, at the most, I would do that. But parang there's a difference, nag-iba yung mundo niya. I was still a student, yung parang in a normal world. Her world changed. Her world became bigger. Her world became, she had more friends and all that. And then, eventually, nagbaliktad siya naman yung nag-lie low dito. Ako naman yung biglang pumasok sa world na to. So, nagbago siya na yung mas nag-lay low, yung she has her own world. And now I understand. Naiintindihan ko ngayon, ganito pala yung mundo na yon, which I didn't understand before. And don't get me wrong, hindi kami nagka-falling out. Nagkatampu-tampuhan lang, mga very, very juvenile tampuhan. But now, parang, after all those years, parang I understand better. And then, we accept each other's lives and worlds. And even if you don't talk, alam mo na strong yung friendship nyo, na even if hindi kayo nagkikita, hindi kayo nag-uusap, the minute na makita kayo ulit, you take off from where you left off. Parang, lang yan eh, parang picking up from where you last, parang ganun lang yan, di ba? Nag-pick up lang kayo. So, alam mo na, it doesn't matter anymore kung ano man yung dumadaan, kung oras yung dumadaan, but you make an effort. Hindi naman yung tipong 10 years na doon lang kayo, oy, kamusta na nga? Hindi man ganon. But that happens. So, my advice to the kids, your friends now you will all have your own lives. Life will happen, but make that effort to ensure that you maintain the friendship and to understand each other, to also make way for your friends to have their own lives. Because hindi na kayo ang buhay nyo, ang buhay ninyo ay hindi na yung isa't isa. Magkakaroon sila ng mga kanya-kanyang buhay. But the beauty of the friendship is when you share each other's lives, even when you're much older na.
Ang ganda na nung sinabi ni Direk.
Follow up pa po, medyo malilaro rin yung tatakboy ng tanong. Kung sakali po ba na pinalitan yung period, bawa the ages of the friendship is matanda na. There's this also friendship movie I watched na ang tatanda na nila kung kailan 50 sila, mga 4 o 5 sila, tapos they gathered again, tapos yun ganun din, parang storya ng awayan ng Joe. Hindi Joe, it's magkakaibigan. And they're like 50s, 60s, gano'n. Tapos, halos ganun, parang ganun sa trailer sa Unbreakable, about their friendship. Tapos, going to pare-pareso sila hindi maka-relate dun sa millennial. Kung sakali po ba, pwede ring mag-iba yung set of characters, pwedeng matanda. Are you willing to do that type of a film, a friendship about old people?
Oo naman, why not? Meron nga akong naisip na concept before na ganun yung age range eh. Pero kasi yun din hindi natatackle.
Oo.
'Di ba?
Oo.
Hindi yan masyadong or hindi nagagawa, bihira. I mean, merong ilan sa the indie film scene, pero sa mainstream hindi siya masyadong nagagawa. Hindi nagagawa actually. So yeah, I would be interested to do something like that.
I thank you, Direk. Pero ang nakikita nung nasa trailer tsaka yung mga fans na nakikita ko nagko-comment, yung love angle. Although the story, you're all saying it's about friendship of Bea and Angelica. Siguro ano pong gusto natin sabihin doon sa mga nagko-comment na yun ngayon?
Ang masasabi ko lang ay panoorin nyo para malaman nyo kung bakit, ano yung love angle, kung ano yung how Richard plays in dun sa sa story. So, para not much to say because I might say a lot. So, yun lang. But this is primarily a friendship story. The love angle is something that you will find out about when you watch the film.
Thank you po.
Thank you too.
We have a very, very last question.
Hello po. Ang question ko lang po, para po sa inyo, ano ang isang unbreakable woman?
Yun.
Pak!
Unbreakable woman. Siguro ang unbreakable woman is someone who remains strong in spite of all the challenges that life has to offer. And when I say strong, it doesn't have to be matapang na nakikipag-away. It can be strong in silence, strong in endurance, strong in being kind and being loving in spite of. That makes you unbreakable when you choose to love rather than to hate, when you choose to be kind rather than to be angry and be vengeful. Kasi ang true strength talaga is the one to overcome challenges, to overcome hate, to overcome anger, and choosing to love in spite of.